Good afternoon, Holly. How are you?
Good, you?
I'm doing good. All right, yeah. This is Holly. She's my student. She's in 7th grade, and I'm going to be teaching her about Fibonacci fun. Ready to learn?
Yeah.
All righty. Okay. Let me give you a couple sequences. Let's see if you can figure them out.
All right.
Okay. First two are easy. So if I give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6. Oh.
Go ahead and write it down. All right. So your answer is?
6, 7, 8.
So what is that sequence?
Like +1.
+1 every single time, right?
Yeah.
All right. So let's go ahead and do this one. If I give you 2, 4, 6, 8, go ahead and fill that in. All right, and what is the sequence?
+2 every time.
So what do you have? Go ahead and repeat the sequence.
Oh,
The 2, 4.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16.
All right. Now let's see if you will get this one. I'm gonna test you out here.
All right.
Okay, so I have 1, 3, 6, 10, 15, and 21. Let's go ahead and see if you can solve this one.
Okay.
It's not as easy, right?
Alright. Is it like +2 and +3 and +4 +5 +6 +7 +8 +9?
Yeah, that is right. So if you go ahead and write on the bottom exactly what you did, so we can know for a fact that you got it. Nice. That's exactly right. So your sequence is 1, 3, 6, 10, 15, 21, 28, 36, and 45. Now what you don't know, those are actually triangular numbers.
Oh.
And we'll go into that a little bit later. Now let me give you another sequence. We have 1, 1, 3, 5. I am lying. Let's go ahead and try this again. 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, and 13. Let's see if you can figure out the next three.
Add the 2 previous numbers and then.
Yeah, you're on it. So if you add the 2 previous numbers, the next numbers that come in the sequence are 21,
34, and 55.
All right. Do you know what these numbers are called by any chance?
No.
Negative? All right. Well, actually, these are actually called Fibonacci numbers.
Oh.
And what you probably don't know is that you actually see these in everyday life. When you look at flowers, when you look at fruit that have the stems on them, they actually come in handy. So let's go ahead and figure out where I got these sequence numbers from, and let's have a better understanding of them. All right? Okay, here's some post-it notes. What we're going to go ahead and do, we're going to go ahead and make a triangle with 36 squares. So go ahead and start with 1 on top and work your way down. And just make your triangle nice and even. Is it hard to pick up?
Oh, I think the first one was.
And we're going to go ahead and do 8 rows. There you go.
2.
You want to get a big. There you go. It's an easier way to do it.
Yeah.
I know I'm putting a lot of post-it notes, huh? Alright. Do you have your 36 squares?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go ahead and row by row, let's add the total number of squares up. And then on the side, go ahead and put 8 post-it notes in a row, straight down. There you go. Yeah. Row by row, let's go ahead and do that. Not so sticky. Alright, you have your 8 rows?
Yeah.
And we use 36 total, right? Okay, now let's go ahead and add up all the squares each row by one row. So this first row, how many squares do you have? 1? Let's go ahead and write on the end. You're good. That's good there too. Let me clarify. Now the second row, all together, how many triangles do you have?
1.
And then let's go row by row. Go ahead and keep going.
7, 10, 9, 10, 15. This one's 6, right? So 6, 11, 15, 18, 21. 7 plus 6, 13 plus 5, 18, 22, 25.
There you go. And last row.
8 plus 7, 8 plus 15 plus 6, 21, 26, 30.
You're good.
And
take your time.
36.
Alright. Do you recognize those numbers?
Oh, there's from
The sequence, right?
Yeah.
Those are your triangular numbers. Now you see where that sequence came in play? So what we have just made is actually the beginning of a Pascal triangle. Now this is the sequence and they actually use triangular numbers. Now, we're going to go ahead and put a number in all these squares. Now, instead of putting just 1 through 36, what you're going to go ahead and do is that you're going to make sure that the squares, the number of the square equals up to the number or 2 numbers that are connecting it right on top. So we're going to start off with 1. So what would this number be?
1.
And that's why is it 1?
Because we just add up.
Yes. And since it's the very first, only one row ahead of it, and there's only one touching it. So let's do the same with this one. What would that be? Alright. Now let's go ahead and go to the next row.
This one would be.
There's only one touching it again, right?
Then this one would be 2.
And now how did you get 2?
Because 1 plus 1.
Yes. Now go ahead and go for it. There you go. You found the pattern?
Yeah.
Now, before we go on with the pattern, do you see anything that matches up? Anything besides you found the 1 patterns? Do you see anything else that's coming about? If you look straight across.
Wait, straight across?
So look, these are all ones.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go to the next one. Do you see a pattern?
Oh, so then this is 6. So
Do you see a pattern right here?
oh, this is the other sequence, right?
Yeah, the triangular numbers.
Oh, yeah.
So go for it. So if you look at across that way now,
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, and this way.
and then this one's just a little cracked, so if you scoot that over, that's going to be your other sequence right here.
Oh, so then this is 15.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Well, it's 7. It's just, you just got mixed up, because this one's close. This is part of your 6.
Oh.
You're good.
Oh, so then this one's 21, right?
Yes.
Alright, so then I just gotta do the 20, and this one's this one.
You're good.
Yeah, alright.
Now, do you also see the sequence with all the numbers? They repeat. So that's 1, 1, 4, 4. New number.
Oh, yeah.
1, 1, 5, 5, 10, 10. 1, 1, 6, 6, 15, 15, 20. And same with this one. 7s, 21s, 35. Alright, you just made the Pascal's triangle. Now, do you remember that sequence that we did at the very beginning? The fourth one?
Yes.
I already showed you the 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34. And you found them yourself, you figured it out yourself. Now looking at these, can you try to find those numbers? Let's go ahead. We found the triangular numbers. Tricky, right?
Yeah.
This one's not so easy, it doesn't pop out. Well, actually, there's a little trick with this. Now what we're going to go ahead and do, we're going to add them straight across. So right here, let's see what's the best way to do it. Let's go ahead and get our cheat sheet. Should have had this marked up. Yes. We're going to go ahead and add the numbers. Draw a line diagonally. Let's go ahead. Let's go right there. And let's go right here. Now, you got to make sure that the corners are touching. So go ahead. Draw a line straight right there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, typically this would be on a paper. So it would be a lot easier to add them straight across. You're good. We'll make it work. Now, it would be better if we would have a ruler, but we're improvising.
Yeah.
And we're doing just fine without a ruler. This would be right here. The 10, yeah, we're going to do the 10 and the 6 and the 1. So there's 10, the 6, and then the one that's right here. If this was close enough, you can actually see that they're all touching. Do you kind of see it?
Yeah.
Alrighty. So let's go ahead and do another set of Post-it notes. If you want, yeah, go ahead. You go ahead and do that color. We'll move these across because we figured out your triangular numbers, and we're going to figure out the next sequence. Let's go ahead and get these out of the way. Now go ahead and just put a couple there. Let's go ahead and put, let's do 6. Yeah, we've made 6 lines, so we're going to go ahead and do 6. You're good. Alright, we're good?
Yeah.
Now, let's go ahead and add up the numbers that are touching, and let's write them across there. So let's get a dark marker. So the first line that we made, what's the sum?
1.
1. The second one that we added, what's the sum?
1.
Now this third set.
2.
The fourth set.
3.
And you can barely see it right here. These 3 items. What are some of those?
5.
Okay, let's go to the next line. It's going to be the 3, the 4, and the 1.
8.
And then we're going to go to the next line. The 1, the 6, the 10, and the 6.
Oh, do I add another one?
Yeah, let's go ahead and add another one. Oh, my bad.
Oh, so
It's okay, yeah, add another thing, but we're going to actually add right here. It would be easier if we had a piece of paper, but we're improvising, like I said. So it's actually be the 1, the 6, the 5, and the 1. You see right here? Here's the line.
Oh, this one too?
Yes.
Like that?
Yes, and one more right here. So the 1, 6, the 5, and the 1.
13.
13 it is. Let's go with the next one. One more, yeah. Since the 1 was in that sequence, we gotta do a diagonal line right here, which would be the 4, the 10, we remarked them, the 6, and the 1. So let's go ahead and add those up.
21.
Do you see the sequence now?
Oh, right.
Yeah, right. So we have 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, and 21. Those are Fibonacci numbers.
Oh,
You see them?
yeah.
Now, where we got the Fibonacci numbers are from the Pascal triangle. So we went ahead and did the diagonals. Now, we figured out the 2 sequence.
Yeah.
Now what we're going to go ahead and do is the Fibonacci number has a golden rule. Where you see the golden rule is actually all around you. You can see them in flowers. Flowers only have a certain amount of petals. They actually have 2 petals, 3 petals, 5 petals, 8 petals, 13 petals, 21. Now that's just not by luck, it's actually by the Fibonacci numbers and the golden rules. And also where you see them are in seashells. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you first time how to do that. What we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to make the square of each of these numbers, and we're going to go ahead and put it on graph paper and cut them out. So go ahead, let's start off with the first one. If you want to go ahead and highlight it because the small ones are first.
Alright, so just 1 and 2, 1.
So go ahead and just do a square of 1 because we're going to cut them out.
Oh, so
Yeah.
So 1 times square?
And then your next number in the Fibonacci sequence.
Is also 1.
And then you're going to also do the square of the next one.
So 2 times 2 is 4.
So go ahead and make a square
1.
with 4 squares in it. So you're going to make a square, and then the area is going to be 4.
Oh!
You got me?
Oh, okay. Oh, so I just
draw a square, yeah.
outline it.
There you go.
2 and 1. And then 4.
If you want, go ahead and spread them out, because we're going to cut them out.
Yeah.
So you could use the whole graph paper if you want, just move around.
1, 4, 9, 6, 3, and then 5 times 5.
Now, don't be shy with the graph paper. I have other ones, so if you want to make it bigger, because they're going to get a little bigger.
3, 5. Alright.
There you go.
8 times 8. 13. Oh, 13 is
Go ahead and make it in the bottom one.
13 times 169.
Mm-hmm.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, I think that's right. I don't know.
You're good. Just make sure that just count 13 on the bottom, count 13 on the top.
She didn't miscount.
You're good. Just recount right now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
There you go.
13 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
There you go. And I'm pretty sure you're going to need another graph paper. Because 21 squares. A lot of squares. Let's go ahead and figure out how many. There you go.
49. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2.
Now it's always good to double check. Just make sure you do have 21 good.
2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay. 1, 2.
Alright. Okay, now that we have the squares of every single Fibonacci number, well, we're only going up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're only going to 8 sequences. But, of course, the Fibonacci number can go on, but we're just going to do 8. So let's go ahead and cut every square out. There you go. Those little ones are going to be really little. You just put them right here, so you're done. I know. Good. Got it?
Pull it off.
Did I rip it? No, it's good. There we go. It's alright. It'll work out. There we go. There we go. While you're cutting, I'm just going to scan some of your work a bit closer.
One, two, three, 4, 5.
last one?
Yeah.
Alright. Okay. Now that you have all your squares, try to make them connect, but make it nice where they all are in a perfect square still. See if you can go ahead and do that. You're right. You're on the right track. I know, it's alright. Nice. Yeah, that's perfect. You see how neat those fit together? And they're just, you found them in the Pascal triangle, so it's like everything works out for a reason. Now, you want to see a trick? You want to see why seashells are the way they are? Now you have 1, and you have your 1, then you have your 4, and your 9. I'm taking the square roots of everything. 25, 64, 144,
No,
164.
169.
69, testing you out. And what's your 21?
441.
Yes. Okay, now that they all connected a certain way, now let's go ahead and make every single one start with 1 and going down the sequences, big them all touch. So we're going to go ahead and do this. And then in the square itself, you have to make an arc. So let's try to get this itty bitty one. Itty bitty one. I'm going to go ahead and do every single one on the side. I'm going to go ahead and move your triangle. I'm going to go one by one. See how I'm doing an arc in every single one?
Oh, yeah.
Let's go to the next one. Let's do an arc. Starting with the previous one. Let's connect that like you had it before. Let's do an arc. Let's do that again. Do you see it?
Oh, that's like a seashell.
Isn't that neat?
Mm-hmm.
And you, again, it's math. It's all basic numbers, but yet you see it in nature.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's basically our Pascal triangle, our triangular numbers, and our Fibonacci sequence. Now, let's look at my question. Who might you teach this to? Like, if you could help somebody out or just want to teach somebody.
I could teach my brother because this is like very simple and I can show him how it's in like everyday life.
Exactly. You can, like, if he sees a flower, like, hey, you know where that comes from? All right, and now that I taught you this little lesson, how do you think your math teacher could help you better understand this?
She can teach me like the further one, like secrets, more like fuller.
Yeah.
And like other ways that I need to.
Exactly, and then you can actually, if you want it, you can actually keep going on with it. And if you want, you can actually continue, and every row that you go, it's just going to add on to this. And this is actually called your golden rule, so if you ever ask that, the Fibonacci equals your golden rule, and that's where your squares come in. Because it's just going to go in one big circle. That's your golden rule. And is there any questions?
No.
Did you learn?
Yeah.
All right, we did good.
Right.
All right, thank you. We are done. Thank you for your time.